Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Inclusion Matters podcast with Inclusion Pro Wrestling. That's right, a podcast and a professional wrestling promotion all in one. I am the Heartbreaker. I am joined, as always, by Principal Tap and the dude up in the other corner who has the biggest forehead in the fucking world, who has the biggest nose in the world, who likes Jan Sports loving backpacks so he can hide his damn international championship in his bag, just like his idol, Orange Juice, Orange frickin' Cassidy, who, ladies and gentlemen, on Sunday, I hope to God John Moxley takes and beats the ever-living shit out of Orange Cassidy and takes that title away from him because it's just been far too long. But anyways, it's not about me. Now we want to introduce our guest, Mr. Roland Doble. So why don't you come in and tell us a little bit about yourself, and we'll get started with the interview.
All right. I think that might have been a typo, man. It's Roland Doble.
Ruby. Okay.
And I am the Bong Fu Master. I've been wrestling about 5 years now. Based out of Denver, Colorado. And I'm stoked to be here tonight, man.
Very nice. So, who were your wrestling heroes growing up?
Oh, man. When I was growing up as a kid, I loved Stone Cold Steve Austin. I think everybody did at that time, though. He was the man. He was the biggest badass there was. I was also a real big fan of Too Cool. I really liked Scotty Too Hottie when I was a kid. I didn't realize I wasn't supposed to. I thought that like the whole worm thing was the coolest thing.
Well, technically, it was the coolest thing, whether you were supposed to or not. So,
I could never do it though. I tried. I would try to do it at school. I would just hit my face.
I'm sure that happened to a lot of people. All right, Tap, what do you got?
Your top 5 male superstars of all time.
Oh man, that's loaded. All right. Well, still number 1 is Stone Cold. Love him. Love what he did with the character. We all know he's amazing talent. After him, more current, actually, like I love R-Truth. Ron Killings. Every version of that man has been gold, in my opinion. Bret Hart, another classic. Everybody loves Bret Hart, including this guy. And well, we're going a little more modern. Kota Ibushi. Kota Ibushi is amazing. And what was that for? Yeah, I think that was fine. I need a 5th one. Mick Foley.
There you go.
Every version of Mick Foley, Cactus Jack, Dude Love, I love them all. That man is amazingly talented as well and fearless.
Yes, he is. All right, Heartbreaker.
Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and come out and say you're from Denver. So, have you wrestled in all the promotions in Colorado?
I have not.
You have not.
I have not. There's a couple that I've never wrestled at actually. We got a lot of promotions here in Colorado actually for we're not really a territory or whatever that's like on the map and considered like a wrestling state, but like we got quite a few promotions out here and they all draw pretty well.
You ever worked for CSW?
I have.
Very cool.
I worked for CSW basically all since I started taking bookings up until last year after I got injured. I haven't returned yet, but I'm sure I will.
Very cool.
Okay. So the question is, what is your opinion of Killian Crow?
I knew that was going to be his question. I knew it.
I mean, all right, he's legit. I'll give him that. But I don't like his attitude, man. I think he's got a big head, and sometimes that shows when he gets his ass handed to him. But he's probably gonna beat me up for saying that, because he's bigger than me.
That's true. Although you could always remind him that he
that's
lost.
okay. That's okay. You can remind him that he lost twice in this year's Red Rock Rumble, and once to a woman.
Hey, losing to a woman's not a big deal, man. I lost to a woman before. It's sometimes people are better than you, man.
Oh, I know,
But I will remind him about losing twice.
Yeah, but no.
And Marlon Bishop laid him out too last month at Primo's.
Oh, so there you go.
Well, then he's lost to Marlon Bishop twice too, because that was the person he lost at the Red Rock Rumble too, I believe.
Yep.
That was not a match though, but there was a confrontation, and Marlon's one of the baddest dudes out there.
Yeah,
he's the champ for a reason. You won't hear me say nothing bad about that man. I'll tell you that.
Oh no. No.
That was my first question to CSW, but go ahead, Heartbreak, or go ahead there, Mr. Messiah.
Oh, you're trying to give me your nickname now. I see how it is.
Okay, Messiah, you're not allowed to use my nickname, therefore, or you're not allowed to bring up Orange Cassidy in this podcast. So, next question.
Hey, you're
please.
the one that brought up Orange Cassidy first.
Okay.
Top 5 tag teams of all time.
All right. So I love the Hardys. Top favorite tag team for me. I love the Dudleys. Like I mentioned back in the day, I really love Too Cool. I know these are basically all from the same era, but I don't care.
It was a good era.
Yeah, it really was. But actually newer, like I was a big fan of the Bar when they were doing that. The Bar was really good, I thought. And well, I'd say the Usos. The Usos are probably one of, if not the best tag team. Well, when they were doing their tag team, I thought they were fantastic.
True, but I'm intrigued to what they're going to do now that they're going to feud against each other for a little bit. That should be interesting.
Yeah, because they know each other so well. It's really hard to get one over on somebody who knows everything that you're going to do.
Exactly. All right, Tap, what you got?
Your top 5 female wrestlers of all time.
Ooh, all right. More modern too. I really like Asuka. I think Asuka's fantastic. Growing up, I really liked Lita. She was my favorite growing up. Charlotte Flair, of course, amazing talent. Just fantastic. I don't know if you guys know about like in the. Wait. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. Oh yeah, top female wrestlers. Bailey was always good at everything that she does, and I like Shotzi Blackheart, man. I love her gimmicks and stuff, and her crowd interactions, her moves. I seen her went on the Independence a couple times, and yeah, she's fantastic.
It's a very good list. All right, Heartbreaker, what do you got?
Well, I'll hold off on the CSW questions for now. My question is simple. What would you feel of a independent promotion having a woman as a heavyweight champion?
Oh, dude, I've got no problem with that. Like, this is wrestling. It's all about how you do better. Like, I'm a small dude comparatively to most of the other wrestlers out there. So if it's believable for me to win and get over on bigger guys, then why is it not believable for women to win? Like, I've lost to women before, and that was not a problem with me. It doesn't hurt my pride. Wrestling is about skill as much as it's about raw power. for a lot of us.
Absolutely. So, how did your finisher come to be?
Well, I stole it. I guess I did not create it. I like Booker T, and nobody in my area was using a scissors kick as a finisher really at all. So I just started doing it.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, like it's a cool move. I can hit it on any opponent and take them out. And yeah, Booker T's awesome.
That he is. All right, Tap, what you got?
All right. We've had some odd answers to this question.
Uh-oh.
What is your favorite cookie or snack?
Oh, shoot. I like Rice Krispie treats, man, if I'm just going like snack. But if I'm choosing a cookie, then I like oatmeal raisin, man.
Ooh.
I know that's not a popular answer, but like
No,
I don't care. I think it's good.
It's a popular answer on this podcast.
oh yeah, that it is.
Oh, all right. So I fit in around here. Nice.
That's right. All right, Heartbreaker.
Yeah, no,
Okay, I've got to. Is K-Dever scarier as a person or in character?
in character, I have never wrestled them, so I don't know what it's like to be facing them in the ring and staring them down. But no, have you seen their promo pics? That's scary.
Yes, they are
We know
very
Kay.
scary.
We interviewed Kay.
Yes.
Did they scream at you?
Yes.
Okay.
And you survived. That's that. More power to you.
just depending on how many doobies that I've had before, like I don't scare too easily. My reaction time isn't that great. Side effects, I guess.
Get that. That's the only reason I'm laughing is I completely understand. So, what's the craziest match you've ever been in?
Deathmatch. Last year I was in the qualifier for the Slave to the Deathmatch tournament.
Oh.
Nice.
And I got in this year. I'm a contestant in the Slave to the Deathmatch tournament in 2 weeks.
Very cool.
And that was the match that was the most extreme thing I've ever done. I actually suffered a severe injury that took me out. I've been out for a year. I'm making my return actually. And it was yeah, it's the craziest stuff I've ever did in wrestling.
Wow. All right, Tab, what you got?
If you could pick one opponent for a dream death match, who would it be?
A dream death match? Oh man. Oh no, he would murder me, but I really like Schlack.
Yeah.
I think Schlack is great. I love his promos. I've seen his deathmatch stuff. He looks like a monster. I'm sure he hits hard as shit. He would probably murder me, but it would look great.
Yes, it would. I if he was still alive, I could see you going against Supreme from CS or CZW.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm really new to deathmatch though. It's not my normal thing. But I do enjoy it as a form of wrestling.
the Messiah's favorite opponent for a death match is the person putting on Slave to the Death match. I am the provider, and all the provider has to do is just show Messiah his thong, and he's going to tap out.
Now, can I at least explain that so they don't think I'm a weirdo?
What's up? What's the explanation?
He likes purple thongs, and he cannot lie.
No. So what happened was at the Red Rock Rumble when Type 1 Warrior won the CSW Heavyweight Championship.
Actually, that wasn't Red Rock Rumble.
But the show that he won the championship at.
That was the next one. But anyways, go ahead and use your story.
I was watching the match. Well, the whole time, I Am the Provider had his thumb turned right to the hard camera. So it didn't matter what you were looking at, or if you were trying to pay attention to the match, you could just see his thong like right in the hard camera. And I kept thinking, for the love of God, man, just pull up your pants.
Fun fact, I have worn one of those thongs.
Interesting.
So, Mr. I Am the Provider, it is not the opinion of mine or Principal Tap's thing with you. That is just something between you and the crippled Messiah. So please don't kill us. Thank you.
And I do want to say, I have all the respect in the world for I Am the Provider. It's just that it kind of caught me off guard that you could see the song through the whole match.
It's about comfort, and it's about like freedom of movement. He's like a secret genius, dude.
I get that. So, Heartbreaker, did you have a question, or did you just want to talk about the song?
I just wanted to bring you up and get you embarrassed. So go ahead and ask your question.
Just what I thought. You wanted to talk about the song. So if you could have a dream opponent, not in a death match, but just in a regular match, who would it be and why?
R-Truth, because he's an amazing performer, like in every capacity, and he's funny. A lot of times I like to be funny. I like to do comedy spots, and I would love to work with somebody like him. He always looks amazing. He would make me look way better than I am.
I would actually like to see that. I can see you do it and him doing some very good comedy spots.
Yeah, I think that it would be really good. Like I don't always do comedy, but I do like to do those spots and work it in and stuff. And R-Truth is one of the best at it, in my opinion. He's a great character.
Can't argue with that. All right, Tap, what you got?
Okay, I've asked this once, and I ask it again. Out of these four wrestlers in a fatal four-way, who do you think would win? The Miz, MJF, Jon Moxley, or Roman Reigns?
The Miz.
Good choice.
I think The Miz for sure.
Can I say, if they don't just have a match, could we just have a promo battle back and forth between those four? Because that could go on for like hours.
Yeah, even just between The Miz and MJF.
Yeah.
They'll do enough talking. But they're both great promo guys.
All right, Heartbreaker, what you got?
All right, I promise I won't do the CSW or Colorado Click. So we'll do. In your opinion, what is the best wrestler turned actor?
I don't know, man. I guess The Rock. It's because he's like been in the most stuff I've seen, and plus, like, I really loved him as a wrestler as a kid too. Like,
Got ya. Top 5 indie wrestlers today.
Jason Kincaid.
Yep.
He's my number one. I like watch his stuff a lot, and I did a seminar with him before. I think he's great. Man, I don't know. I'm on the spot now. Everyone's gonna be mad when I don't say them. Let's see. If I want to go by just like successful or who I like, because I don't even know all the indie wrestlers, of course. You know. I really think Hunter Gray is fantastic. I've like more local guys. Fantastic in the ring, fantastic character, all that. Man. Man, can I pass on this one?
Yeah, you can come back
Yeah,
to it.
is a top 3 cool?
Yeah, that's cool.
I don't know, man. Maybe I smoked too much.
No, you're good. All right, Tab, what do you got?
You stated about your injury. How bad was it, and how did you end up getting injured?
I tore my shoulder and split my bicep tendon in half. Doing the death match, I had like taken a move onto a chair. It was a no ring match, and I just landed badly. You know, like things go wrong sometimes, but I landed badly in such a way that like my arm came out, and I couldn't get it back in right away, but I was still wrestling. So I kind of wrestled with it out for a couple of minutes, and that didn't do me any favors. And I finally got it back in and finished the match, and I went back to work, and like I'm a construction worker and stuff, so like I was doing work with my shoulder hurt. I didn't know that it was that bad until like I got like the appointments finally with the doctors, and like nope, this is torn. How are you moving? And got a surgery and like lots of physical therapy, working out, getting back into shape.
All right. We'll make this easy. Seems how it's hard to remember independent wrestlers. Why don't we do this? Why don't we do a top 5 independent? I think I want female Colorado wrestlers.
Okay. Lilith Graham up there, of course.
Yep.
There's Ali Gatto. She's I haven't seen her around. I don't know if she's around anymore, but she used to be around at like Triple L and Rocky Mountain Pro and stuff a lot, and thought she was really good. Tyra. And Tyra's a badass. She's actually an entrant and Slave to the Death match this year also.
Very cool.
Because she is scary. Cottonmouth. I think Mickey Chase is showing a lot of promise right now, and also I think Lola the Adventurer is funny. I think her gimmick is great.
I would agree with all of those actually, but I do like Lola's too. I think that's a very interesting character. So, if you could have a dream tag team partner, who would it be?
Oh man. Maybe like Matt Riddle.
I could see that. You guys could like form the new version of like the Rascals or something, that they did. Like you, Riddle, and Wes Lee. So that's a good choice. All right, Tap, what do you got?
If you could put together a WrestleMania card, 6 matches, any generation, any promotion, who would it be?
All right, are we talking just about like what's gonna be like make the most money?
Just like if
Because
you're
I know
sitting
some
around
matches
with,
that could be money.
let's do it this way. How about if you're like sitting around with your buddies and with your wrestling buddies, and they're like, come up with a WrestleMania card. What would be your card that you would come up with?
All right, like it could do some like, oh man, how about like Hogan versus Stone Cold?
Nice.
We'll do like Mankind versus Terry Funk. I know that happened, but not Mankind. But that's 2. All right. I think Andre the Giant versus Rey Mysterio.
I like
The size difference would be fantastic, and like it could make a great story.
That would make a great story. It'd be like David versus Goliath.
Yeah, I know. There's been similar matches and stuff, but that's great. It's like a Bob Sapp match or something.
There you go.
I think like Gunther versus Billy Robinson.
Ooh.
Billy is great. He's one of my favorite of classic guys and whatever. And I think a match between those two would have been could have like great fantasy potential.
Yes, I agree.
And like this is, I don't know, being a nerd or whatever, but like the Gotch versus Hackenschmidt.
Nice.
How many was that? I lost count.
I think that's 6 or close to it.
That's about 5 or 6.
Yeah. So, okay, Heartbreaker, what do you got?
Okay. What is your pre and post match routine?
All right, so I don't eat for a while before matches. And if I'm being perfectly honest and candid, a big part of my pre-match routine is I put together the ring.
Oh,
Because like for one, you're never too big to be part of ring crew, but for two, like that's how you know for sure that like everything is cool, you're safe, the ring is cool, all that. You put it together. And then I just hang out, and I don't know. I might smoke a little, but I don't like to get too high for matches because I need to have my wits about me,
gotcha.
have some sort of reflexes. People think I'm dumb because like I'm a stoner, but I'm not, man. And I just kind of chill, and then I go out there. I'm not really the type to get nervous or have the stage fright and whatever. Like I used to play in like bands and stuff like that, so I don't have nerves. I've did martial arts and competition, so I'm not scared of getting beat up. I know I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna get beat up, but hopefully I'm gonna beat them up and win a match. And I don't know. I don't have routines. I just kind of chill, I guess.
That makes sense. Um, so, uh, what are some of the rivalries you've been involved in?
I used to have a rivalry going the Philly 2.0 or 2.0 5.2 when he was around when I kind of first debuted and stuff. It wasn't exactly a rivalry, but there was a point in time where I was wrestling Johnny Crash a lot.
Ooh,
And then we became like friends and partners and like on teams together and stuff.
very nice.
But other than that, I haven't really had too many rivalries, you could call them, I guess, unless you count fucking Niles Blood.
I've heard some
He
good
likes
things
to
about him.
he likes to talk a lot and whatever because when I got injured last year, he capitalized on that injury in the ring. He gave me a ripcord from my bad arm
Ah,
and pinned me and got his way into the tournament. And he's basically been gloating about it for the last year.
got ya.
At the time, I was a champion. I was the chopping block champion, and so like he was like, "Oh, I beat a champion." Like, nah, another wrestler injured me, not Niles.
Got it. All right, Tap, what do you got?
Alrighty. Your favorite match from WrestleMania 3?
The Hogan Andre.
Good choice.
It's iconic. I know there's other iconic matches in the like in Savage and whatever, but no, Hogan Andre. Big moment. I didn't see it until I was older because I didn't really get to watch pay-per-views and things like that when I was young.
Got ya.
But I appreciated it all the more for it, I guess. I would have been too little to really appreciate that.
That makes sense. All right, Heartbreaker.
All right, Messiah, you're going to kill me, but it hasn't been brought up yet tonight.
All right, go ahead.
Or this person hasn't been brought up yet tonight. And I'm a little jealous because I'm everybody's podcast. Everybody on this podcast seems to think I'm her biggest supporter.
No, you're upset, but that's okay. We'll go with supporter.
What is your best pandemonium moment?
Like, I don't understand the question. Like,
Okay.
the best moment, like
I've
I've had with her, or that I've seen her do, or
either or.
Well, personally, I remember like a time last year when training with her and stuff, and she was still pretty green and whatever, but she was just like following on along so well and picking everything up so fast. Like I knew that she was gonna build up some momentum and start stacking some wins when she was ready to get out there and really get out there. And looks like I'm right.
Well, you know, my best panda moment was when she won that women's CSW championship from Taya. That was my favorite. That was my favorite.
That is a great moment for her. I will say that. But I'm a Tyra fan. Nothing against Panda. I do like Panda, but Tyra was in my top 5 and Panda wasn't. I'm just saying, like,
well,
nothing against Panda. I do like her. But.
That's why that question came up. I mean, the better woman did win at that, did win the title finally. So
I would say of equal skill level.
I'm not gonna contest, like, a win is a win and whatever, man. Like, sometimes people lose. I'm not saying Panda's no good or anything.
Oh no, I understand.
I'm just saying I was happy for her, but I was also like kind of rooting for Tyra. If I'm being honest.
No, I mean, and Tyra is really amazing too. She really is. But okay, Messiah, I'm sorry, I'm off my Panda soapbox
for now.
However, ladies and gentlemen, she'll be back in August, so it'll be Pandemonium Day again in August or in October.
I was gonna say she can't be back in August. We just got past August.
Oh, she was on.
Yeah, it's like
July, but no. So she'll be back in October, along with Kay Daver and Hussey Steel. So, but anyways, enough about Panda. Move on, please, Mr. Messiah.
So what's the craziest crowd you've ever wrestled in front of?
I mean the deathmatch crowd. But other than that, like, there was a time when I wrestled for like basically a crowd of stoners. We're at this event called Spaced Out. And so, like, obviously I was the most over thing all damn night. I was a rookie, but like I had the right gimmick at the right place.
Right. And I'm
But
sorry,
the deathmatch crowds are crazy.
Right. But I have to make this joke also. At that stoner crowd one, I bet you the concession stands made a killing that day.
I bet they did, man.
All right, Taff, what do you got?
What is the wildest match you've ever been in?
He already answered that.
Did I?
Well, I asked it, but he answered it.
Go ahead, Nate. I gotta rethink my question then.
Actually, go ahead, Heartbreaker, because it'll be your turn after his.
Well, I guess Mr. Tap Out's finally tapped out of questions, so why doesn't he just get out of the way and let the big dogs handle the rest of the interview?
Well,
what advice would you give to an upcoming wrestler and or upcoming promotion?
All right. For the upcoming wrestler, I would say don't skip out on going to training and working out, but not just like vanity muscles, but your functional muscles and whatever. That's what's gonna keep you going. And learn a little bit of shoot, whether it's catch wrestling, jujitsu, Olympic wrestling, something like it really helps your believability with the people who still want to see that, and there are people who still want to see that. And for promotions, like I don't know, man. I wouldn't say that I'm that knowledgeable yet about that part of the business side of wrestling. If I'm being honest, I wouldn't presume to give a promoter advice.
So,
Book
what?
Roland Doble, I guess, would be my advice.
Now that's an answer. So that's such a good answer after thinking what the question was I was going to ask you. So, what's been your biggest like holy shit moment in wrestling where you just kind of had to take a step back and be like, man, did that just happen?
Meeting you. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I seen a guy take a Canadian destroyer through 2 tables off of a balcony.
Oh, is he still alive?
Yeah,
Yikes!
this was like in 2018.
Wow.
It's impressive.
Very.
All right, Tap, what you got?
Okay, I messed up on the last one, but I got it. I remembered it correctly. What is the wildest practical joke played on you?
Hiding my weed.
Oh,
I know. They know how to get to me, man.
oh, see, that's just a party foul.
I don't leave it in my bag anymore. The boys know that's the way to get my goat. So, nah, man, I'm gonna keep it in my pocket or my fanny pack.
Yeah, but even for a joke, you just don't mess with that kind of stuff, man.
I know it's like not exactly my religion, but it's like part of my value system or whatever.
I get it. You don't mess
That
with
should be
that stuff.
protected. Yeah. Yeah, that's the way to get me steamed and hot, man. That's it's even happened in ring.
Oh, oh,
I've had an opponent just take the doobie right out of my mouth, man.
oh, oh, that's just wrong.
So, our Colorado fans, we've learned something. Roland does not keep his joints in his backpacks anymore, or his packs. He keeps it in his fanny packs. So that is where
Great.
you can find. That is where you can find all of his marijuana from now on. Thank you for this public service announcement.
Or can you? Don't worry, I got your back. We'll figure out a different place for you to.
That's okay. Nobody's
Yeah.
watching now, so.
But it's like on me. So they'll just be like, hey, dude, you want to smoke? And I'll just be like, oh, yeah, okay.
Mm.
All right, Heartbreaker, what do you got?
Okay, so I'm sure we already know when your next match is. So I guess we can ask when. Okay, so I guess we can ask, what is your social media? And where can we find you on social media? There we go.
All right. I'm on Facebook, Roland Doble. I'm on Instagram at Roland Doble, and on TikTok at Roland Doble.
Nice.
I keep it simple because I'm a stoner and I forget things, and a lot of my fans are stoners and they also forget things. So they just put Roland Doble.
I get that. And I have to say something before I ask my question. You guys call me the forehead, but I'm almost being blinded by Principal Tap's forehead with whatever lighting system he has on his camera.
Yeah, but you're jealous.
Yeah, okay. So what was the coolest finisher that you've ever seen, like, on TV?
I don't know, maybe like a Tiger Driver.
Ooh, I like that answer.
There's a reason that that's so protected. I don't know that I'd want to take it.
I wouldn't, that's for sure.
Vertebreaker's also really badass.
Yeah, the vertebreakers always scared me. I always wondered what would happen if somebody accidentally sneezed as they had the guy on their back. That might not turn out too well.
Oh, like that guy who tucked his head with the Styles Clash.
Oh, yep, I remember that one. All right, Tap, if you're not blinded by your own forehead, you got a question?
Put yourself in detention.
Nope. Not until I get a slip first.
Detention.
If you could choose from one of the 4 promotions, Impact, WWE, AEW, and New Japan, which promotion would you wrestle for?
WWE. They're still the top promotion in the world. It's still the best job security, man. I know a lot of people aren't always happy, like, with the way things are with creative and stuff, but and I don't know, man. I just that was always the dream growing up. Obviously, I would work for any of those in a flash, but WWE was always the one I watched. I do like those other promotions and all that, and obviously, if I went to WWE, there's no way I'm gonna be Roland Doble anymore, though. But I think that's kind of true of any of those.
I don't know. You could go to Impact, because Impact's got the Rascals, and I kind of do, that kind of.
That's true. Well, like there's like people who do those gimmicks in a lot of the things, but like they're more subtle. I'm very overt.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, it works for me, man.
All right, Heartbreaker, what do you got?
All right, Messiah. How dare you pick on Principal Tap's forehead when yours is not only big, but we have to listen to this damn podcast with you nightly, talking like paint is drying. You're so blah 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 boring. I guess that's why you like Orange Cassidy so much. But again, I guess we'll just move on. Actually, I lost my train of thought. Go ahead, Messiah. Ask a question.
Just because you're getting up there in age, you can't think of another question. So Top 5 managers of all time.
Paul Heyman. Jimmy Hart. I don't even know.
Hey,
All of a
words.
sudden, I can't think of anybody else. I feel very foolish.
No, you're good.
But I'm just stunned.
You're good. All right, Tab, what do you got?
Name one wrestler that came from the NFL and succeeded in wrestling.
What, like Brock Lesnar? He was in the NFL, right?
He's not wrong.
Nope. That's a good one.
All right.
All right, Heartbreaker.
Well, I'm just gonna do your job for you. I'm not gonna ask a question. I'm gonna take a moment right now to thank Kevin Wasson with American Family Insurance, and I'm gonna take a second now to thank Precision Power Washing and Dottie Gallery Tattoos, and make sure, Messiah, you tell them that Smalls sent you. We'd like to also thank North American Tarps, and make sure everybody they're rugged made. Kathy's Clutters, Crafts, and Event Center. El Ranchero's Mexican Restaurant. Bruce Nichols Painting. Burgerville of Longview Kelso. And the CARE program. So, thank you, sponsors. We really appreciate you guys. Now, on to paint drying.
So when you're not wrestling, what other hobbies do you like to do?
Kind of a lot of things, but some of the main things is blacksmithing and Dungeons and Dragons, a little bit of video gaming. I'm a dad, so like I spend a lot of time with my kids, so I don't have a whole lot of time for all the hobbies.
Sounds good. All right, Tab, what do you got?
I might get a little heat from this, but I'm going to ask it anyways.
You get more heat off of all that glare from your forehead.
Who is your favorite baseball team, Major League?
The Rockies, just because they're my home team. I liked baseball a bit when I was a kid, and I just kind of like fell out of watching it at all as an adult. But when I was a kid, I used to go to the games a lot. Those rock pile tickets, and but it was just for something to do, I guess. I mean, I knew that they were never like winning all the time or whatever. But they don't have to be good to be my favorite.
Nope. Lord knows we live in Washington, and Lord knows the Mariners haven't been good except for the last couple of years. So we get that.
Yeah, which is why I don't even root for the Washington team. But enough said about that. You know what? We haven't done this one yet. Top 5 commentators, or 2 or 3, however many you can name.
Oh, man. They're totally going to roast me for this. I don't know. I liked when Jerry Lawler was on microphone. Back when I was a kid, Michael Cole. also when I was a kid, like Vince McMahon,
There
and
you
he was doing it. Like, I'll do the top 3 there, so that way I'm not over here having to
go.
waste everybody's time sitting there doing the Jimmy Neutron. Think.
All right, Messiah, your final question.
What kind of mark do you want to leave on the wrestling business when your career is over?
I don't know, man. Like, I don't think that I'm necessarily ever going to be seen as like an innovator or whatever. But I like for my legacy to be somebody who was safe to work with, who was always cool to be around and like safe to approach if like you're feeling like uncomfortable by somebody else, some other fans, and like whatever,
Got you. All right, Tap, your final question.
Your Mount Rushmore of wrestlers.
Let me answer. Okay, I'll do it again. Steve Austin, Mick Foley, R-Truth, and Billy Robinson. And I'll just those for my favorites. I know that, like, you can't say they had all the greatest accomplishments, but those are my favorites.
Hey, that makes sense.
All righty. Well, do you want to ask one more, Nate? You got a couple of minutes. Do you want to ask one more, or do you want to?
Nope, that was the last one I had. So
Okay, so we'd like to thank you for joining us this evening. It was really fun. It's awesome when we get to interview our Colorado peeps.
Yep.
It's one of our favorite states to interview just because, like you said, there's so many promotions in the state that, you get a wide variety of talent, and we really enjoy it. So for myself,
there's one other thing you're forgetting about Colorado. Without Colorado, you wouldn't have the Messiah, because that's where I was born. So.
All right, where are you from?
I was born in Denver, but my dad lives in Lakewood.
All right, I live in Lakewood.
Nice.
Very cool. And he does construction, so maybe, it's a small world, Who knows?
Maybe.
Doesn't your dad work at a trucking company or something?
Yeah, he unloads the semis for the supermarkets.
So, okay. So, anyways, for the Messiah, for the Principal, for Roland, and of course for the Heartbreaker, we will see you tomorrow night, where we will have our home family here in Washington State. A couple of cool cats. Well, one cool cat. Used to be cool cat, and a kid that thinks he's cool. But anyways, Tomcat and Cody from CPW. So join us tomorrow night for that, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
Thank you very much, everybody.